Well, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to the second day of this challenge. I didn't record yesterday's challenge just because I couldn't find a trade, and I normally like to record my videos whenever I'm able to find a trade. And it looks like today we might not be able to find a trade either. News just came out 8:30, and we all know how news is. It's very unpredictable, and it shakes up the market, and it basically makes everyone lose their kind of edge in the market. It just does its own thing, right? Like, we can see it went for a liquidity grab here. At the same time, if you're a support and resistance trader, it broke through some sort of support zone for you to be able to place a trade to the upside, and now it's going up. But this could easily be a fake out, right? So for all my breakout traders out there, this breakout, you could have took a sell position at this breakout, but now it's just reversing on you, and then you would be expecting another like clean breakout. But this, I don't know, but this is a strong rejection right here. I'm just not comfortable taking it. News kind of ruins everything, so it looks like we might not be able to get a trade today either. We'll see what happens. You know, it's still early in the day. I'll see you guys whenever something does happen. Alrighty, well guys, I don't think I will be trading today. As we can clearly see, news kind of just ruined the day, to be honest. Pushed on down, grabbed liquidity down here, and then went on up. I don't see my setup, and if I was to have taken a trade, even like with the bodies, I don't feel comfortable taking it, to be honest. I even hopped down the 3-minute to see if there's a 3-minute zone, and there is, but then again, I'm also not comfortable with it, so I'm not going to be trading today. It looks like it's just going to continuously go on up until it hits something. So for day 2, I don't think we have any trades, so I'll see you guys all on Thursday. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of this 25K series. So far, what is this, Thursday the 16th? So we're looking for a trade right now. I don't think for this time I'm not gonna be leaving my recording on. Instead, I'm just gonna be bringing you guys back with like updates of what's going on throughout the trade. So currently, I was kind of looking at this 3-minute supply setup, but I'm just not gonna take that because then that's just forcing a trade. I would much rather wait. We have so much time left. We have like probably a good 2 hours or so. So I'm just gonna see what price does. There's no 5-minute supply zone for me to take this 3-minute. This was more of a forced setup, and I just definitely caught myself, so I don't try to lose money here. If it does go my way, then it is what it is, you know, as long as I'm following my trading plan. And currently my trading plan is to take sells from all the way up here. So I might just set a sell limit up here and then let the trade run. I'm gonna do like a 4 pip stop loss, and my whole goal is to aim for like a 1 to 4, so I'm able to pass it. Yeah, I don't see anything going on right now. I will bring you guys back when I do decide to enter a trade. Alrighty, guys, I did manage to find a trade. It is an unorthodox trade, more of like a strategy that I've kind of been utilizing lately. It's not really a strategy, it's like my own little strategy that I've kind of come up with. We are forming a level of support on Euro USD. If you have a look at USD CAD, which goes in the opposite direction, we weren't able to break this high, and we're forming another level of resistance around this level. All I'm looking for on Euro USD on the 3-minute is to come down into this level right here, tap us in, and then we'll shoot for like a 1 to 4 is what I'm aiming for. Even like less than a 1 to 4, just because so I can like pass this challenge. But I've seen this happen like multiple times. I think you guys seen it in my previous trades as well. It's normally when like support is formed, then it starts to push on up. This normally doesn't happen often. The way that I've seen it work is that you need to take out a level of liquidity and then just see the market kind of go up. So there we go. We just kind of broke through that level. I might even consider taking a position up here with a 5%, aiming around 0.maybe 1% risk, which is a 5 law, aiming for like a 5.33 or so. Stop loss 4.72. And then we'll do exactly that, 4.72. So I have to be quick on this one because it's just going up like that. So there we go. We are in up here, all the way up here. So we'll just adjust our trades. 3.9, I think my entry was. So my entry was right over here, and my stops would be just below here, and I'm risking 1% on this trade. So we'll just go modify position, we'll go stop loss, set our stop loss, and okay, protect our account here. So this one is the awesome, as just exactly 1% risk right here. So this is awesome. Yeah, I was originally looking to take a trade, that's why I had another, like, there we go. So let's just aim for the roof of up here. If I can get away with a 3% win, then I'll be happy. I'm actually gonna go ahead and take off my other order, pending order down here. I was actually, yeah, looking to take buys from breaking this high up here. Like I was saying, going over the strategy a bit, I can like even on the 1 minute time frame here, this isn't a bad shout to enter off of like a fair value gap right here. So if price does end up coming down here, I'll add another percentage to the account and put stops right below, make it 3 pips, just like that. Everything's done. Let's just kind of go over what I kind of saw here to make this trade kind of happen. In the markets, we all know that there's market like structure, right? That it follows. Whenever it's in downtrend, it's to the downtrend, right? But we also have like little moments where we create levels of support and then we fly on up, or levels of resistance and we fly on down. Like I mentioned with USD CAD, we can clearly see that this was a level of resistance being formed just based off of the amount of candles that come in and based off of your own personal experience with reversals. Reversals is actually like a strategy that I've kind of been enjoying and doing a lot on the 1 minute. I've kind of been practicing it on like FX Replay or FX Replay is the software I used back then. But we can clearly see, like, for example, there's a moment right here where we formed a level of resistance and we kind of broke through and went on down. And then we formed a level of support and then we pushed on up. So there's normally like an exhaustion period of any sort of move that you look at. So if you look at a bigger move, there's normally like a pullback and then there's an exhaustion period that I like to call. And then there's a reversal to the upside, regardless of what direction the market moves in. So if it moves in down, of course, this doesn't mean that the overall market direction is now changing to become bullish. It's just an intraday sort of strategy to see that, okay, intraday markets are moving down. We might have a slight pullback to the upside to then continue to move down to the downside. And for us scalpers or day traders, those little moments we have to take advantage of. So this isn't like a strategy going off of some sort of supply or demand zone. This is more of like I haven't even really named the strategy, but it's just like a feel it or see it type of strategy. Let's let this trade play out. If anything, most of the times, like if it hits my stop loss, then it is what it is. But I've kind of seen these sort of plays work out fairly nicely. So we'll see what happens if we can go for at least taking out these liquidity points up here. And entering into this supply zone up there. So yeah, I'll bring you guys back with any updates. Alrighty guys, well, my second position did end up hitting and it looks like we're going straight to stop loss. So let's just see what happens here. Yeah, it looks like, oh yeah, we're definitely hitting stop loss here. Yeah, I mean, this is what happens. Like, what can you do, right? I mean, there's nothing much that you can really do here. We had an analysis, we had a prediction, we know how much we're risking here, we had a entry level, and we knew our targets. So all we can do is enter our position, have trust in our analysis, have trust in our strategy, have trust in our entries and take profit zones, and just let the trade go. So to be honest, it's just fighting around that stop loss zone. So I mean, it's showing to me, it's showing that there is buyers in the market and it looks like it wants to reverse. So we'll see what happens. I mean, USD CAD kind of pushing on up too, but just needs a little bit of motivation, you know. If we do end up hitting take profit, so this first one would be like a 1 to 2.5. Like if I can go up to around here. And then the other one will also be like a 1 to 2. And then we will pass this challenge because that's 4%, risking 2% for a 1 to 2 on both. Well, 1%, 200, that'll be 500, another 500, 1500. So I still need like a 1 to 3 off of one trade, I believe, since I'm risking 2%. So I need a 1 to 3 in total. So one of these, yeah, 1 to 2.5 and 1 to 2 should be more than enough. Price is fighting around that stop loss zone, so you know what? I'm going to let the trade run. I know I mentioned that I'm not going to do that, but this is close to stop loss. So if it hits stop loss, then it is what it is, you know. So I'll let the trade run, mute up, go do something else before I start managing risk or something. Before I do something dumb, you know, even though this is kind of dumb. Okay. All right, well, that was a pretty fast one. Stop loss did end up getting hit here, so it is what it is. We're about down 2%. I mean, one of the trades I extended the stop loss to with the other one. The other one wasn't a full 1% risk, so yeah, I guess market's direction is to the downside. So that little strategy that I have, yeah, it doesn't work out always, but it I've been noticing it happening more and more. So I have been slowly implementing it into my strategy. Maybe I should let go of it, but you know what? It was a good trade nonetheless. I mean, we didn't gamble here. We didn't enter off of nothing. I had my strategy set. I had my direction set. I assumed that there'll be a reversal happening at this point, and it didn't. And guess what? Stop loss got hit. So we come back and trade another day. It kind of sucks because like I thought the buyers would definitely in the market. We took out 2 liquidity points. We formed a level of support. We had a nice little break to the upside, and then I guess just this like a reversal happened. You know what? A reversal could happen throughout the day, but I myself am done trading. I took a 2% risk, a 2% loss on my account, and it's not a good way to start the account. We're down 2%, so we would have to earn around 7% to pass, so about 8% basically. We'll definitely come back tomorrow and see what we can do. But yeah, take care, guys.